Greetings and welcome to the video introduction to Midterm Exam 2 of Chemistry 221, and I'm glad to have you here. Okay, in the last two chapter guides 4 and 5, we learned a lot more information, and along the way we learned about Lewis structures and how Lewis structures can be added on to Vesper geometry to describe not only how the electrons are distributed around molecules, but also to talk about the bond angles, the polarity, the different names that help chemists express to one another how the molecule is put together, especially for those of us that can't draw very well. Pretty exciting. And then, of course, in the most recent chapter, we looked at the two competing theories for why these bonds exist. We looked at valence bond theory, which is great kind of for back of the envelope calculation, but it also helped us to understand double bonds and triple bonds. We then talked about molecular orbital theory that can be really helpful for chemists. A lot of times they're super important, but we looked at some easy examples to get an idea what MO theory can offer us, and then also in the future, if you see MO theory, you'll know better what to do with it. Now, the actual format of the midterm will probably change year to year, so as I create this video, please check with me for final details, but here's some things I'm sure I can say right now that will apply. You will have some multiple choice questions to answer, and there will also be some short answer questions. You will be able to use your calculator, definitely, that's critical. I will give you a periodic table, but it will be closed notes. You won't have access to any notes you might take or anything. You won't have access to the books, the computers, the internet. When you get the midterm back from me, probably the following week, I will return it with a summary sheet which says how you're doing in the class as of this time. And I encourage you to check that out. Make sure that the grades are correct. If it says you're missing a lab, make sure you get the labs in. There's a lab completion bonus, all this kind of stuff. Also, one last thing, there is a sample midterm exam on the website and then the companion, and I encourage you to check that out. It will give you a sense of the kind of questions I'll be asking, and you can actually test yourself using that exam. The answers are given so you can see how you're doing, all right? And if you run into something you don't understand, definitely reach out to me. Okay, I wish you the best of all possible luck on your midterm. Good luck with your studying and have a great day.